Welcome to the Power Zone Sports Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about
the NFL is back.
Please like and subscribe, and I'm going to give this podcast to my brother.
So I had a pretty fun experience last week. I went to 2 ball games in 2 days. Last Wednesday, went to the Texas Rangers game versus the defending National League champion Los Angeles Dodgers. That game was a fun experience. Got a lot of pictures. Got to see where the new Rangers ballpark will be in 2020. Got to see Cody Bellinger hit a long home run out to dead center field. And the Dodgers took the game 3-1. All 3 of the home runs the Dodgers had hit were out to dead center field. The Rangers got an RBI in the 9th inning by Adrian Beltre to make it a 3-1 ball game, but they just couldn't get the tying run around as Ronald Guzman lined a ground ball right to hit a line drive right to Bellinger at first, and that was the ball game. The Dodgers won it 3-1. Very next day, I went with my friend took me out to Round Rock, trying to get that win back, and we watched the Round Rock Express take on the Memphis Redbirds, a AAA team of the Rangers, taking on the AAA team for the St. Louis Cardinals. In the first inning of that game, bottom of the first, the home plate umpire was getting an earful from the Round Rock Express manager, Jason Wood, over the strike zone apparently, and the manager was ejected in the first inning. So it worked for the Express, though. They scored 4 runs in the first inning, and they scored 3 runs in the second inning. And the Express took the game easily, 9-3, I believe, ended up being the final score over Memphis. And so saw one team win, saw one team lose. I guess the Dodgers got their win back from when the Cubs had beat them in that game I saw earlier at Dodger Stadium. So that was a fun 2 days, and going to see a baseball game is pretty unique. And I had never been out to the minor league park before. I'd never been out to the Dell Diamond, so that was fun, and much appreciation for a fun experience I had over those 2 days. And going to see baseball, that's great. And that was the Express's final home game of the year, so I'm glad I got to go. Of course, the Major League season, we're entering September, the stretch time. So there's one more month before October baseball, so a lot of work to be done, calling up players and seeing who has a chance of making it at the big league level. I saw the Rangers' number 2 prospect down in Round Rock, Willie Calhoun, an outfielder. He has speed, he can hit for power. He looks like he has a good shot at being a legit prospect, being called up to the Rangers probably next year, if they don't call him up in September. Well, that was a unique experience. I'm glad I got to go. Best part of the ball game experience, other than the game itself, to me, was the food. Of course, you got to go to a ball game, you have to eat. I think at the Rangers game I had chicken tenders and fries with barbecue sauce, and at the Round Rock Express game I had a barbecue burger, because there's a barbecue place called the Salt Lick, which is right next to the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, and the Salt Lick is world famous for their barbecue. You can literally order the Salt Lick and get it shipped anywhere. It's pretty unique, and the ball games were fun. One loss occurred, but one win also occurred. So 1 for 2. That's where I come from. That's a .500 batting average. That's not too bad. So it was a fun 2 nights at the ballpark. Got to see where the new ballpark is. Took some pictures of Cowboy Stadium. I always try to take pictures at Cowboy Stadium when I'm at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington, because they're literally almost right next to each other. I can see why the Cowboys decided to go out there. It was a great time, and I'm thankful I got to go. It was awesome. Thanks to my friend Mark for the invite and for taking me along to the ball game in Arlington and the ball game in Round Rock. That was awesome. Well, tonight is the night where the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons are going to do battle and kick off the new NFL season. Well, the Philly will get to raise the banner, and how exciting must that be for the Eagles and their fans. What a great year they had, and what a long season come to an end, hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy. Well, that's the best ending you can ask for in professional sports, to end the year with a championship. And congrats to the Eagles. That was their first professional sports championship since 1960. So congrats to the Eagles, their first Super Bowl championship. And something that I've been saying now for a while, the Philadelphia Eagles actually look like they have a shot to go back, because they have not had any major defections from that Super Bowl winning team. Now, the biggest name I can recall them losing was Trey Burton, their backup tight end, who went over to the Chicago Bears. But Nick Foles is still there. Carson Wentz is still there, although it's a question about who's going to play tonight. We'll find out shortly. But it's going to be exciting. The NFL's back, and football. That's all I need to say at this point. Yeah, but it'll be exciting. You have two exciting young quarterbacks. I mean, Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan, although Matt Ryan and the Falcons will forever be known for blowing a 28-3 lead in Super Bowl 51 to the Patriots. But Atlanta looks like they are going to be hungry this year. It took coming up short last year's playoffs to make them hungry again, to go back to the Super Bowl. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good year for football. But that's enough talk about the opener. Let's just wait for the ball to get kicked off, and let's enjoy the start of another NFL season. So the Chicago Bears have apparently decided the seller of the NFC North was a bad spot to be for enough time now, and the Bears decided to be brave and make a trade for the Oakland Raiders linebacker Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack instantly got a deal from the Bears to become the highest paid defensive player in NFL history, and it puts the Chicago Bears suddenly from probably fourth place in the division to possibly contending for a wild card spot. The Bears surrendered 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years to make this move for Khalil Mack, but the Bears and first-round draft picks really hasn't turned out very well for them over the years. So overall, I like this move by the Bears. I like this move. Time for somebody not named Green Bay, not named St. Louis to try and compete in the NFC. And the Bears are the monsters of the Midway. Whenever the Bears in 85, whenever the Bears in 2007, whenever the Bears have made it to the Super Bowl, it has been because of their crushing defense. And the Bears are trying to get back to that. The monsters of the Midway, Buddy Ryan, the 46 defense, they're trying to get back to that. Defense has always been the Bears' forte, with names like Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Brian Urlacher, patrolling the linebacker position for the Bears, and all of them are Hall of Famers. So it's going to be interesting this year. The Bears are deciding to go for it with the young gunslinger Mitch Trubisky at quarterback, and they've gotten him a weapon at wide receiver, and the Bears have gotten a big help on defense at the linebacker spot. We'll see how many snaps he plays against Green Bay on Sunday. But good move by the Bears. Good move by the Bears front office. The Bears are trying to win again, and that's great for the entire NFL.
Thank Thanks for listening to the Pals on Sports podcast. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter link will be down below. And I'll see you next time in the next podcast. Bye!